Hi, I'm Neil from Board Game Happy, and thank you very much for watching this quick review of Vaalbara. This is a 2 to 5 player simultaneous card selection game. Plays in about 25 minutes, looks fantastic. It's really easy to teach, so I'll quickly take you down to the table, show you how the game plays, and then we'll come back up for my final thoughts. Okay, cheers! Okay, so this is all of the components you get in Vaalbara. So let me tell you what you got. You've got, very handily, 5 player aids, which explains what all the different terrains do on one side and what all of the powers do for each character on the other side. Fantastic, 5 of them, brilliant. We then have the points, 1, 5, 10 and 25. There are 5 different colours in this game because they're up to 5 players. It's a 2 to 5 player game. So each deck is the same. So let me just briefly show you what they have in here. We have a series of cards numbered 1 to 12 with some amazing artwork. I think you will agree. That is stunning. So this is a simultaneous card selection game. Once all cards are revealed, the player who played the lowest number will go first. There is a really clever time mechanism, which I will show you in a minute. And then once you play your card, you will carry out the action, what it says on the bottom of the card, and then grab the new terrain. I'll show you how that works. And then you score points for that. So you can see each player has a different colour, purple through to green. And you'll see here I have all the terrain cards. This is for games with 2 players. If you want to add a game for 3 players, you shuffle them in, 3 plus. If you want to play 4 or 5, you shuffle all of these in. But what you may have noticed is on the tops of these cards, so these are the terrains here, but on the tops of these cards, you have this colour hierarchy. In this example, yellow would break the tie. Then blue, then purple, then green, and finally red. But you'll see on the next one, it's completely different. It's really clever. So whenever there is a tie, you'll refer to the top of the deck to see how the tie is broken. And you will be using that in the game because at certain points you will want to go first or last, and you'll roughly know what everyone else has got in their hand, roughly by what they've played, and then you can look at the tie break mechanism to see, right, okay, I'm going last, so there's no point in me going for this. I'm definitely going to be last regardless. So you can plan your go based on that. So let me quickly shuffle up, set up the game for a 4-player game, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so this is the game set up for 4 players. You'll see we have a current market. This is the current market, the bottom row. Then we have the future market, this rear row here. Each player has all 12 of their cards. They will shuffle them and draw 5. They will then review their cards. Each player will do this at exactly the same time, and then we'll choose one, play it face down, put the others to one side, and then everyone will simultaneously reveal their cards. So red's gone for number 12, purple number 7, green went for 12 as well, and blue went for number 1. So I will quickly show you roughly what some of these cards do. They're really simple. They're explained really well on the card, really well in the instructions, and the player aids are perfect as well. But this one here, this person's definitely going to go first because they've got the lowest number. Then all players with a fighter in their hand, so that's their current 4 cards they've got in their hand, reveal it, and they all gain 1 point. Oh, I should say at the beginning of the game, everyone gets 2 points. So that's that. And then, so they go first. So that card's now discarded. They will then take one of these and then score for it immediately. If they take this one, they will get 1 point for each red token in their current tableau. And then 1 point for each player to their left and right, which also has a red card in their tableau. They're not going to take that one at the moment. What they're going to do is they're going to take this one. This one scores 2 points for each of this terrain. Well, that's just 2 points for them. So they score 2 points. Okay, so purple played this one, number 7. Swap a land from the first or second row with the top card from the land deck. Well, they don't want that one. So they're going to put that to one side and they're going to swap it out for this one. Okay, so that's a really good card later on, but not so good now. This one will give you 2 points for each different type of terrain you have in your tableau. If you take this at the moment, you've only got the one type, you're going to get 2 points from it. So they're going to take that one. They get 2 points. Now, the green and the red player both played number 12. So what we do is we look at the hierarchy to see who is strongest. So in this example, green will go first. So the green will go first. They will take this one. They score 1 point, but no, they don't. This one, you double the reward. So they will score 2 points for that card. And finally, the red one will take this one and they will get 4 points. So you carry on like that for 9 rounds. Each round you will draw back up, so you've got 5 character cards in your hand. You will move the future market down to the current market, display 4 more. And you keep on going until everyone has played 9 terrains. At that point, the highest score wins. So let me show you some of the other terrain types. This is water. This one, you will get up to maximum of 6 points, but the points you'll get be based on the character you use. So for example, if you use this one, number 1, you'd get 1 point. If you use this one, number 12, you'd get 6 points. So that's that terrain type. We then have forest terrain types, which are just worth the points written on them. 3, 4, 5, or 6. And then we have mountains. When you play one mountain into your tableau, it's not worth any points, but if you get a second one in there, it's worth 10. If you manage to get all 4, it's worth 20 points. Now, if you manage to do that whilst also playing the 12, you're going to get big points, probably going to be unbeatable. And I believe that is all of the different terrain types. So as you can see, the artwork on all of the cards is really nice. The cards have got they're quite thin, but they feel very, very durable. I've played this game a lot already, and the cards feel really, really good. So that's a good sign for the future. But as I say, that is basically how you play the game of Vaalbara. So let me take you back up top, and I'll tell you my final thoughts. Okay, so I hope that showed you how Vaalbara plays, and it's a fun little game. This is a really quick, simultaneous card selection game, and one in which one game is never enough. You will want to play a second or third game. Now, I've played on all the player counts, and it actually works surprisingly well on 2, as well as 3, 4, 5. The reason why it works so well at all the different player counts is because not only are you playing the cards in your hand, but you're trying to outplay the players around the table. And when you play this at 2, you can try and keep up with each card that the other player has played. You don't know all the cards they've got in their hand, because obviously you can only have 5 at one time. But you are always trying to second guess what they may play. So playing the high card, the number 10 I believe it is, which gives you bonus points if you were the highest card that round, that's a really valuable card to play. So do you play it when someone you know is desperately going for the mountains, so they're going to go for a low number? These are one of the many little decisions you have to make all throughout the game, but there is no downtime. So that's another super positive. There is no downtime whatsoever. Everyone just looks at their 5 cards, looks at what terrains are available, and just chooses a card and then reveals them. The tie-break mechanism is so good. Having the player colours change on each card really is a really clever mechanism, and it's such a good use of the reverse of a card. It's brilliant. The artwork is really, really nice. Like I said before, the cards are a little bit thin, but they seem to be made of a really good quality. So I think they're going to withstand the many games that this game will see. So yeah, I really, really like it. I've really enjoyed my time with it. I've talked it to quite a few different people already. Played it well over 20 times already, and it's slowly becoming one of my favourite games to pick up and play for a quick 20-25 minute game. I will definitely be teaching this to as many people as I can, and hopefully this game will go on to do really, really well. These small little games where there's lots of important decisions but there's very little downtime are slowly becoming some of my favourite games, and Vaalbara has shot right up there for me. So I'm going to give this game a clear 90%. I would have given it slightly more if there was a solo mode. This may irritate some people, but I think the game could have been done with a solo mode with a dummy player, 1 or 2 or 3, where you just have another small deck of cards which decides which terrain type they're going to go for, or their hierarchy of the terrain type. That would have been fairly easy to implement, but as it stands, 90% for a really small simultaneous card selection game, really quite a reasonable price as well. This is a definite, if you've been on the fence about this game, I would definitely go and get it. So anyway, thank you very much for watching my review. I am Neil from Board Game Happy. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Board Game Happy. If you enjoyed the review, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate that. And I hopefully will see you again on the next one. Okay, cheers.